Hello everyone and welcome to the fourth round of the FIA Formula 1 World Championship of 2001. I am your host Miguelsgamingch, back here with our Grand Prix for career mode with Sauber Petronas F1 team. That was perfect. We are back in Europe for the San Marino Grand Prix here at the Autodromo Enzo Edino Ferrari at Imola. It is the April 15th of 2001. We are ready, folks. We are in Europe. And last race was pretty alright, so we're hoping to get something for today's race, but for now I'll leave you to it for the free practice. If you want to skip through the chapters, you can click there down there on the bar. So see you on the race.
clear.
Alright folks, qualifying has ended. We are in P3. Yes, P3. Times are very close this time. We did a 1 minute 27.3. Schumacher also did a 3, but only a few milliseconds off. And Juan Pablo Montoya did a 27.2. Our pole positioner for today's race. Here's our starting grid for today's race. Pole position from Juan Pablo Montoya in the Williams, Michael Schumacher second, I myself in third, Rubens Barrichello is in fourth, Ralf Schumacher in fifth, Mika Hakkinen in sixth in the McLaren, Jarno Trulli 7 in the Jordan, Olivier Panis in 8th with the BAR, Jackie Villeneuve 9th, Pedro De La Rosa in the Jaguar finishing up the top 10, Jean Alesi in the Jordan 11. Our teammate Kimi Räikkönen has finished pretty good, P12. Giancarlo Fisichella in the Benetton 13th. Heinz-Harald Frentzen in 14th. Jenson Button in 15th. Enrique Bernoldi in 16th. Jos Verstappen in 17th. Alex Young in 18th. 19th is David Coulthard. Unlucky qualifying section for today. Thomas Enge in 20. Eddie Irvine in 21, and our favorite rookie Fernando Alonso starts at the very back of the grid. That is, folks, is your starting positions for the 2001 Imola Grand Prix. No rain for today, so it's just going to be dry racing along the top. All racers actually. So without further ado, folks, let's get right into the race. So again, we are starting P3 this race. In front of us is Juan Pablo Montoya. On the side of us is Michael Schumacher. So let's get our revs out. We go up 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and it's lights out, and away we go. And we got a horrible start as we go slow on the start. We got overtaken by I think 3 drivers there in front, and I have front collision with Mika Hakkinen. Luckily, it would seem like I did not get any front wing damage as I do overtake Mika Hakkinen. Now in front, I think that is Ralf Schumacher in front of me. We are P5 in the race. I repeat, P5. Horrible start. Yes, Ralf Schumacher is indeed the Williams in front of me. And I'm gonna guess that's both Rubens Barrichello and Michael Schumacher in the Ferrari, which means Juan Pablo Montoya is leading the Imola Grand Prix. 12 laps of racing here, folks, as we continue along with the action. Here's a replay of the start from the beginning, lap 1, as we go 5 lights once again. And as you can see here, my Sauber pretty going slow as one of the Williams, Ralf Schumacher overtake me, as well as Mika Hakkinen, of course. Michael Schumacher actually took the lead, but I think, yes, Juan Pablo Montoya did overtake him in the second to third turns, as a lot of the cars are going through now the first section of the circuit. There's been the Sauber, let's just say, I had a pretty shit start there, so let's gain. We're on lap 2 now. Yellow flags are out on the last few sections, as Alex Young, I think in the Minardi, is out of the race. I don't really have a replay. I wasn't able to record it, but it would seem like there had been a collision, including with I think it should appear any moment now. But Eddie Irvine is also out of the race, so I'm gonna guess there was a collision between these 2 cars. Nope, no, it was separate. I'm sorry. As you can see there on the first sector on the main straight, I cut that chicane because I wasn't able to brake on time. Yes, Eddie Irvine of the Jaguar is out of the race. It seemed like so. Here we are on the beginning of lap 5, as you can see on your side there. That is Eddie. There it is. That's Eddie Irvine in the side. From the looks of it, it's more of a mechanical failure from what it would look like than a full-on crash. So unlucky for him in the Jordan, of course. So yeah. So right now our goal is to try to keep up and catch Ralf Schumacher in the Williams there, who's currently in P4, the position ahead of us. That's our goal. So hopefully we could get that position P4 and maybe try to get to the podium places as we enter the 5th lap here. Still catching up with Ralf Schumacher on the main straight now. I set the fastest time, 1:28.04, and oh no, one of the Ferraris and on the Williams is out. He's in the graveyard. One has flipped, and we're in P3 now. Ralf Schumacher trying to overtake him. He slowed down a little bit to avoid the debris there. What an accident, folks. We are now in P3. That's miraculous that we're in P3 right now. But oh no, we're in the gravel, we're in our own. Mika Hakkinen, and I think that's, yeah, Jarno Trulli in the Jordan has overtaken us, who is now in P4. We're back to our place where we've been originally in P5. What a thing. I wonder what happened here. Let's hope we can get. But yeah, so now we're trying to overtake Jarno Trulli here. Very dangerous through the grass. That's Juan Pablo Montoya, our race leader, as you can see there, out of the race. And I think actually one of the Ferraris who we saw spun earlier was able to be recovered. I think he's on the very few places, but yes, one of the Ferraris. And oh my god, what has happened there? Oh, and we hit the Jarno Trulli of the Jordan. What has happened there? Miguel has turned the wheel and crashed into the wall. And there's so much debris on track, and he has also conflicted Jarno Trulli of the Jordan. And that's Jarno Trulli out of the race, and that's us out of the race. Here we have an instant replay, just turned into the wall, and oh my god, bro. Look at that slow motion. That was crucial. Unfortunate. That is, if I'm correct, that is our second DNF of the season after the rainy Melbourne on episode 1, the first round of the season. That's gonna be another retirement. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Accelerate the rest of the laps, and Ralf Schumacher and the Williams will win the San Marino Grand Prix. That's a lot of points for the Williams. Unfortunately, their other driver unfortunately did DNF the race. I DNF. Kimi Räikkönen gets his first points of the race of the season. As you can see, he finished 6th, so he got 1 point. For your information, Kimi has not finished on the top 6 until now. I think he did finish, I think P7 or P8 in Brazil, which was last race. I'm not sure, but yeah. So right now, Kimi's 12th, very bottom of the championship, where you'll only be considered if you have finished in the points. I am, I think, 2nd or 3rd. No, I'm 3rd in the championship. But yeah, Rubens Barrichello has over. Yes, there's the. No, actually, his finishes have been really bad. He also DNF'd in Australia, but he got his first ever points finish here at the San Marino Grand Prix. But yeah, so very sad. DNF twice this season. Let's try to avoid the DNFs for the rest of the season, even though there's more races to come. But yeah, so the next Grand Prix, folks, is going to be the Spanish Grand Prix, where we pre-season testing last time. So can't wait to drive in Catalonia. But until then, folks, that's going to be it for today's episode. Sorry, every time I DNF in an episode, it's a very short episode. But hopefully I'll give you a good episode in Spain for next time. So without further ado, folks, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Sorry, I'm still sick, by the way.